Hello and welcome to our last step or segment for our pre-promotion to Comic-Con Africa 2023. It's just around the corner. My name is Chris. I will see you in the Artist Alley on the 23rd of September at 11 a.m. for a session, half an hour session of Geek Podcasting. Please drop on by, come and ask me some questions, have a conversation with me. I've laid out my speech, everything. I'm one of those people that just prepare way in advance with some great things that I put together, if I do say so myself, to chat to you all about, starting up that podcast that is super special and super you and super geeky, man. The moment you step out to Comic Con, I suppose, or maybe take a day or two break because it's going to be hectic, right? All the geekdom is going to be fantastic, right? And then start your own story. Okay, the way I want to close off with our conversation is really about this. I was conducting an interview. I was the interviewee, should I say, not the interviewer. And there was an interviewer that was asking me about, who are the biggest podcasts in South Africa, and can I just break down a little bit more of who these podcasts are representing and South African storytellers. And I said in response, I said, look, I do not like the idea at all. In fact, I don't go and pivot people in a bit of a spotlight when it comes to podcasting. I know a lot of people like to obviously talk about one or two or three people that have made it a name for themselves to be podcasters in South Africa. But you know what? I said to this particular reporter that, that completely takes away from the whole point of why podcasting was initially started, right? To give a voice to you, to give a voice to us, right? That are not celebrities, that are not influencers, that are not big names. It's about being able to have a platform to be able to share my own ideas that is, like I say, of equal quality and of equal importance as every other 5 million and plus podcasts that are out there, right? So I want to talk about that, knowing that your story is important. I'm going to keep this short and, like I say, focused. Knowing that your story is important and making sure that you do not get I say overflowed and kind of drowning in that idea of like, if I'm not a big podcasting name, then why should I do this at all? You're already starting at a deficit, and I really don't want that for you. Remember, you want to do this primarily for your own expression or further expression on how you express yourself as a human being. We want to hear your story. I want to hear your story. I really do. And if it's a great story, I really, really, really do. Right. So the thing is that, I look, just look at your own life again. And I said in the last little podcast series that I told you, I said, let's talk about you, finding that understanding that you have something to say. You're a human being with a lot of experiences, with a lot of conversation that you can share, want to share, will share, should share, right, with me and the rest of the world. Again, I say, don't focus on the likes, don't focus on the plays, don't focus on the shares. Focus on the quality of the story that you are telling. Once you start doing it for yourself, and this is the way that media is kind of opposite to how we should approach podcasting. And yes, you're going to say, Chris, please, it's commercialized already, blah, blah, blah. I get that, please. I know, right? But we can approach podcasting the way that you would start your own fan blog or whatever it may be, or your fan fiction, or you might start your own collection, as you can see in your own living room, because I have no more space in the man cave, right? It's for me, man. And the thing is that all of my projects that I've done when it comes to podcasting have been for me first, and they've been enjoyed by other people. I'm so glad that they've been enjoyed by other people, and that's great, right? But they have started with me. Look at yourself and say, I have an interesting story. I am an interesting person. I have led an interesting life, and there are interesting things around me that I'd like to explore and share with the world that I find in my space. For example, the geek space will understand, will love, and will absolutely invest in. Good luck. Let me hear your stories. Let the world hear it. Let yourself enjoy them first and foremost. And I will see you at Comic-Con. Have a great one till then.